I'm thankful for this opportunity to be with you again here on the Word of Encouragement as we finish this work week here on this Friday. And today I'd like to go to 1 Timothy chapter 4. Just a thought here from this wonderful chapter which talks about the importance of us being an example of the believer and the kind of life that we can live. And the Apostle Paul really does exhort Timothy here to be strong in his leadership, to lead his people to victory. And in the midst of all of this, he says in verse 8, "For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come." There are a lot of emphases that are important in our life today. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to exercise, and I'm a big one on that because I want to function. My body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. We should eat appropriately and make sure that we are really following the Lord and taking care of ourselves. But all of that being said, we get caught up with the temporal world, the things that we do and how we take care of ourselves. And so often we allow that to be dominant rather than the nurturing of our spiritual life. Many of a believer will go days without a genuine walk with God and then wonder why they get discouraged, wonder why the world events just seem so overpowering. Hopelessness begins to set in. Well, it's because we may be doing good things and we might be ordering our life pretty decently, even according to biblical principles, but we're not walking in the power of the Spirit. You see, bodily exercise does profit, but godliness, having a reverence of God, having a walk with Him is profitable for everything. In other words, when we walk in the Spirit, then taking care of our bodies is something even more profitable because we're doing it for the right motives through the power of God. In fact, good habits can be established as we walk in the Spirit. And godliness will help us in every area of our lives. Just think about that. You need to study, you need to work hard, you need to make decisions, you need to do a lot of maybe just chores. If you walk with God, it's profitable because God will enable you. He'll strengthen you. He will refresh your spirit. And then in this verse, it says, the big thing is that you have a promise for this life right now. If you're walking godly, you have a promise for experiencing that abundant life that Jesus talked about. He said, I've come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly, there in John 10:10. He really wants us to experience His life. And so walking with Him and putting that first and letting other things fit together, we'll be encouraged then that our life is coming together by His power. And of course, for eternity, the last phrase there, and of that which is to come. So we can get caught up in good things, but are we really looking to the Lord? Do we spend that extended time first thing in the morning if we can? Are we making Him Lord and letting Him direct our lives? And then all of these other things, we are following His leadership and doing them. They're necessary, but our heart is to Him, to know Him, and to accomplish His purpose. If we do, abundant life will be ours. And it'll not only be good now, but it'll be good for all eternity.